What's going on, guys? So a while back I posted a video of my toadstool and how big it's getting. So this will be the second time I'm fragging it. I figured I'd do a video. Everyone seemed to be interested in how I frag it. Most people get to this point, they're a hardy coral, so they start to shade as they grow, and then you either trim it or you get rid of it. So, or you keep it and let it grow. I mean, your choice. I am going to choose to trim it. In the trimmings, I'm going to end up more than likely giving some of them away. I'll figure out other things to do with them, trade them here and there, here locally. But I figured I'd show you guys kind of the process behind it. Right now it's a little upset. I reached in there because I wanted to make sure it was on its own rock. I couldn't remember. And it is, so we're good there. What I'm going to do next is we're going to pop that bad boy out, and we're going to put him over here on the countertop. I've already hauled this, so it's sanitized. And then what we need to do is I need to get a bin. I'm gonna put some water in it, some salt water, and some dip. It's iodine, heal it. So I find letting them soak in that afterwards kind of helps them heal. Last time I did this, it bounced back. It bounced back fine doing this method, so I didn't lose any. I actually just got rid of the last couple. So yeah. Let's dive in and take a look. All right, we'll pop this bad boy out and we'll get started. So here we goes nothing. That's the rock that it was on. Took some meat with it. God, if you guys could see or feel how much this weighs, that's a toadstool leather. All right, so we're gonna drop it into this water here. We'll mix a little iodine in it or dip. Just kind of mix it up here. All right, so I'm gonna clean my blade. Nice clean blade. Keep risk of infection down. Clean there. Already cleaned the surface. Not even going to be using glue. So move you a little closer here. You get a better view. All right. So what we do, pretty simple. Take it out, try to open it up and get it to lay flat. As flat as I can. I take my blade and I'll cut a line here. Hopefully you guys can see just from the center out. And then I take and follow that and cut the entire skirt off of the leather, essentially. You can see all the water coming out. Start cutting from this way. All right, cut the skirt off. You can see a little slimy. That's from not getting enough flow in there. Put that down. Put that back in the iodine. Get a towel here. Try to retain some of this water. All right, now you just take cut pieces here. There's a chunk, Frag, and I just go all the way down. Have a bunch of frags. All right, that's it. We cut them all up. This is something that you can frag at home. Very easy, basic tools needed. You don't need a saw, just a nice sharp razor blade, clean area, and somewhere to toss them back in. So you'll see here, they're all in there. And what I like to do is I'll even blow some of the slime off that it builds up. Next step is somewhere to put these things. So let's do that. I think I'm gonna put them in this frag system to recover, just because it's a little easier to get video out of this glass system than it is the acrylic one next to it. So I want to be able to give you guys some video of the stuff as it opens up and all that jazz. So little mushroom box I make and drop it in here. I like to take some reborn media, any kind of substrate these frags can kind of latch onto, and then I just glue that to a plug. So just add these in, lay them all flat, and we go get the toadstools. So I do like to have these sit for about 5 minutes before I do add them back to a system, just to let them heal, let them soak in that dip. All right, here I have the baby toadstools I'm going to take out of the dip. Make sure they're nice and dry, and I just kind of toss them in there. Make sure I get all of them. That should be pretty solid. Let's kind of see they're all laying across the rocks. And what that does is allows the toadstool to attach a new point on the substrate rather than attaching it to the box that it's in. I also prefer this method over like a, what is it? A lot of people do not thumbtacks, but holy moly. I can't remember the word, people. Toothpicks. Put a toothpick through it and glue it down onto the plug. But I find this does work a little, this works well too. All right, so we got the little Toadstool frags inside of the basket with the reborn media. It'll take them probably about a week to bounce back. So I'll have to do a follow-up video on that. But in the meantime, you can see that it goes in there. I'm actually going to give it a couple days, and then if it's good in a couple days, I'll go ahead and video it, and it'll be in this video. So what we're going to do is I'm now going to reintroduce the Toadstool back into the main system, back where it was. Here's our frags waiting to be stuck onto that reborn so they can be put on a plug. And then the mother colony will go back in the main display. That'll heal. That's, again, from it just not getting adequate flow. Some detritus or something sat on there and burnt it. That's why flow is important. So, and trimming is important too. Start having stuff run into each other, that's when you start having issues. But can't help it. These things grow, especially when you provide them with the right tools. I got something back there. What is that? I'm not sure what that is back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Nope. It's neon, whatever it is. Let's dig in. See if we can find out what it is. All right, that's it. That's how you frag it. Done. Nothing terrible, nothing difficult. You can definitely do it at home. You don't need any special tools or a special coral saw. So just a nice new blade, you're good to go. It's a little sad looking, but it'll get there. I'll do a follow-up video later tonight, see if we got any polyps out. We got some out over here. So in the meantime, let me know what you guys want to see next. I think I'm gonna do a little BioCube build. So most BioCubes that you find, 32-gallon BioCubes, are typically around $300-400 on Facebook Marketplace. You can find them, people break them down. It's a tank that people usually start with to see if they want to step into the hobby. So if it is something that you're interested in stepping into, definitely look out for the videos to follow. I'm going to turn it into an anemone tank with my carpet anemone and clowns. So that'll be a video coming soon. It's actually going to utilize live rock to show what a cycle can do or what that does for a cycle. I'm going to start the tank new using live rock. I'm buying new sand, all of it. So it'll be cool. That way we all know how the cycle goes, essentially without live rock and dry rock and dosing beneficial bacteria and such. But I've had such good luck using live rock that it's almost worth, reaching out to your local hobbyist when you're starting out and saying, hey, do you have any live rock you can spare that you would trade pound for pound for? It's something I'm looking to do. So I can, as you can see, have a bunch of live rock back there. Live rock in this tank. This is actually the tank that's going to be broken down. This was really just a proof of concept that I was working on. It's a fluval freshwater plant light saltwater tank. Obviously you can see the light isn't enough light. We got some serious stretch going on, but everything that's in this tank has not died. That's a stony, that's a SPS coral, pulsing zinnia, pallies, some macroalgae over there, but it's just a simple return, like bubble sponge. You see that in most freshwater systems, and then a hang-on back filter, and you can actually see all the little legs coming out of it. Those are all starfish. So they're all brittle stars. You can kind of see the legs protruding right there. Isn't that gay? Sorry for the shaky camera. All right, well, thanks for sticking around if you made it this far. Like I said, practice. This is practice, video number 2, and keep on growing. All right, guys, well, if you guys have any video ideas, anything that you want to see, any questions that you have, obviously reach out. I'm an open book and don't mind sharing everything. I got no secrets, so yeah, stay classy. All right, real quick, it's the next day, it's in the evening, so a little over 24 hours. Polyps are coming out, kind of show you guys what that looks like. So, let's see, in the basket there, that's where they will stay over the next couple weeks until they attach to the rock. And then once they attach, I will put them on a frag plug. That's the tanks. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll do some more. As more grows, I'll do a video every time I need to frag something. But, till next time, say bye, Brutus.